We're talking about, wounds that conflicts inflict on populations. I, I will never forget what I saw when I got access uh, to the Golden Temple soon after Operation Blue Star. Um it had been fortified so well. Uh, I don't think the army was even prepared for what they actually had to face, because in the end they had to pulverize the Akal Takht to be able to get hold of Bhindranwale and outdo Major General Shah Beg Singh, who was his military boss. I mean, he was the one telling him how to convert the holiest Sikh shrine into a fortress. But I think Operation Blue Star then led to the next chapter of violence in Punjab, because Mrs. Gandhi paid for her life because of that operation. She signed off on a very costly mission by engaging the army to carry out a task which, and the problem, I'm sorry to say, you're also from the Congress, but mixing religion and politics, trying to give wind to Bhindranwale's sails in the hope that, he will help control the Akalis, was a supremely bad idea.
Well, I'm not sure whether that accusation against Mrs. Gandhi is correct, that she created...
I believe it to be correct, but we can agree to differ.
You believe it to be correct, you have your sources. But then, no disrespect to any service officers, military officers here, but that was a wrong way to retrieve the Golden Temple. Few years later, I think 3-4 years later, we showed the right way to retrieve the Golden Temple by keeping out the army.
You're talking about Black Thunder, the second
but
operation?
I think you have...
I've delved into that also, but before...
You have dealt with very sketchily and in passing. I don't think you did justice to Black Thunder. And
no, I was there. I covered every minute of it.
But
I have, in fact...
Book contains only,
there's one chapter on Punjab, yes. So...
There was a way to retrieve and capture all the militants. But the Blue Star was a wrong way. And I agree, Mrs. Gandhi paid with her life for that mistake. But that mistake,
and how is...
But that mistake was a cumulative decision of the army, the police, the intelligence, and the civil service. You can't blame it only on Mrs. Gandhi, would you?
Well, she was the Prime Minister. I don't think anybody else could have signed off on that mission. Again, I beg to differ with you, Mr. Chidambaram, but it was Mrs. Gandhi's decision. And if you've read the book, I know, but for the rest of you, it does contain fresh information on how Captain Amrinder Singh, who was then a Congress MP, he was crucial to all the negotiations that were taking place between Mrs. Gandhi, her ministers, and her bureaucrats. He was central to all the three committees. In fact, one day she sent for him and said, find a way to connect with Bhindranwale, because I want Rajiv Gandhi to meet Bhindranwale. So Captain Amrinder Singh actually set up 2 meetings. The details are in the book.
The weakness of that chapter is your only source is Mr. Amrinder Singh.
But he was the one who went and slept in Bhindranwale's bed. He's the one who got the connection. And both times...
But I think a journalist will know that there should be at least 2 sources and perhaps 3 sources before you put a...
I think I got it from the horse's mouth, because he was the one. And I also spoke to Ravi Inder Singh, who knows the whole story, who I have not quoted in the book. Sometimes you don't quote all your sources. So, again, if you think that's a weakness, I take your criticism on my chin. Uh, but I have no doubt about the fact that those talks were sabotaged, and they were sabotaged by Darbara Singh, who didn't want.
Would you agree that the political problem of Punjab, Khalistan, is all that up in the past? The present problem with Punjab is the economic situation.
Yes, I mean, I think there's still a there is still a political sentiment. I mean, people don't want to see violence on the streets like we saw in the 80s. But let's not forget the fact that the issue, it's a wound which is very easy to scratch. At the end of the day, the guy who killed her bodyguards killed her. The son of one of the bodyguards who assassinated Mrs. Gandhi is a member of parliament. So there are linkages that do not go away. There are linkages that stay in the, in the political subconscious of communities.
But Dr. Manmohan Singh
whether it is
Dr. Manmohan Singh was also Prime Minister of India for 10 years.
Yes, that
and
is
I
true.
think that is a...
But Rahul Gandhi still keeps going back to the Golden Temple because he knows that somewhere the Sikhs have not forgiven the Gandhi family for what they did in 1984. That's what I believe.
Well, I don't know. I don't know whether that's true today.
There are lots of Sikhs in the audience. I'm sure
my visits to Punjab, my visits to Punjab lead me to believe that the political cry of Khalistan and separation is practically died down. The real problem is the economic situation. As you tie up in your chapter on migrants, the most number of illegal migrants are from Punjab.
That is a fact.
Why?
Because the lure of foreign shore is the highest in Punjab, but now also joined by other states like Gujarat. And Gujarat has the current Prime Minister. Let's also remember that. There are lots of people from Gujarat.
The leaders of Gujarat will say that the Gujaratis are going to improve those countries.